Hey guys, hi and welcome to the video. This video, I want to talk about how you can monitor your containers essentially with DataDog. Now, this is essentially for people who have just started with, writing APIs and freshers, right? So just writing API is not good enough, right? We want to also monitor, we want to containerize that API, first of all, in a Docker, right? Once that is done, we want to essentially monitor those containers, right? How much CPU is being consumed, how much memory is being consumed, how many containers are alive, how many containers have died. So all those stuff you could manage with a software called or a platform called Datadog. It's a platform that allows you to monitor all the containers very easily, right? So here I can see CPU by images, which one is taking most amount of CPU. I could drag and I could filter down, right? Then I can also see CPU based on container limits, right? I could see that. Here is a very interesting thing because most CPU intensive container, this shows you the most CPU intensive container. I have my REST API with the Swagger UI, right, which is also running there. So here I can see it's consuming about 0.88 of about CPU, right? So now you can also dive into memory. So now you can see which CPU consumes most amount of memory, right? So here is my API that consumes about 31.5. I guess it's megabyte of memory. Just have to double check the units. Then I can come into network and I can dive into the networks, right? So what Datadog gives you is it gives you an ability to monitor everything on a single dashboard, which is absolutely amazing, right? You wanna essentially see the CPU, the RAM, and all the other details, right? You could also, in Datadog, you could also create alerts. For example, if the CPU goes above X percentage, right, you might want to scale up, right? If you're managing your own infrastructure, right? But if it's on AWS, you can set up auto scaling, right? So here, as you can see, I can select from the drop down and I can say, I can type the image name and I can, filter down to that particular container if needed, right? So, so all these abilities are available with the Datadog, right? This is my API, right? And I can see the CPU and the memory usage. Uh, so it's pretty easy. The way you do that is on the Datadog, you come to essentially integration tab and then you will copy this command, okay? So this is an agent that's gonna run on your cluster or your background, right? That's gonna collect all the matrix. Think about it's like a scraper, right? The job is to collect all the information matrix and then essentially allows the user to monitor things much more effectively, right? So it's very easy. Datadog is absolutely free. There's a free version and a paid version. I'm using a free version. So I would say, guys, check that out, right? Try to do it and try to see things by yourself, right? And in terms of dashboard, I did not create one. They have a pre-built dashboard for containers. So as you can see, containers overview. And if you want to add more stuff, you can definitely edit and add more items into that. But this is pretty much what I need, right? CPU, RAM, which one is consuming most CPU, which one is consuming most RAM, and just some stats, right? So I can observe and make sure that the things are performing well. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this video was useful and I did provide some insights. I'll see you guys in the upcoming next videos where we'll be discussing more about all these metrics.